G'day guys, welcome back to the Aussie Gooner channel, and yes, late reaction review to the game that has come, gone, will never be forgotten between Arsenal, Everton, Arsenal 5, Everton 1, and to be perfectly honest, a game that most people said, not much meaning, no big deal. Everton come to the Emirates thinking, you know what, we're not in a relegation battle anymore, we won the league the other day, we're still relative, we're going to be in the Premier League next season, and Arsenal, to be perfectly honest, the fight for top 4, if you want to call it a fight for the top 4 trophy, sort of done and dusted with Tottenham coming in and playing against Norwich. And we all know what was going to happen there. It wasn't going to be shits and giggles. It wasn't going to be fun for Norwich. It was going to be fucking a bit harsh. But to be perfectly honest, Arsenal still had a job to do. We had a job to do in this game, and you know what? The guys have done it. You know what I'm saying? And look, before I get into my review, my reaction, or whatever, I'd really like to thank everyone who's liked, shared, and subscribed all my content throughout this season. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate the subscribes. And look, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor. Throw me a comment. Tell me what you think of the game. Tell me what you think a little bit about the season if you want. I love chit-chatting about football. And everybody knows me. If you throw comments in there, I'm always in there to come back and forth with you. So big up to everybody out there, support of the channel. And if you are new, please throw a like, throw a comment, maybe a subscribe. Be much appreciated. But look, the game that has come and gone, will never be forgotten because it's the last game of the season. Not much importance, but 5-1. Thank you very much. To be honest, in this game, from the get-go, kickoff, what was it, 1 a.m. in Australia, fucking didn't get any sleep, stayed up, fuck that, you know what I mean? Watch along with Northside, LDN and all that, From the get-go, our boys came out of the gate slow. It looked like we were testing the waters when it came to Everton, and it looked like the game against Newcastle kind of affected these lads. The North London derby wouldn't have been great, but the game against Newcastle, that was down tools, that was capitulation. And in this game, these boys know they had to show up and show that they had some fucking cojones, had some balls. And I'll be honest with you, the first 17 to 20 minutes, I think we all knew what Everton were about. Everton were coming into this game thinking to themselves, nothing to lose, nothing to gain. We'll sit back. We're not going to put too much pressure on the ball, get this one out of the way, and start our season next year. I think Everton in this game would just allowed us to come at them. Do you know what I'm saying? And to be perfectly honest, if you're going to allow Arsenal all the freedom under the sun on the ball and not press us, well, guess what? You're going to get fucking hurt. And that hurt is what they fucking got, yeah. To be honest, Gabriel had that opportunity in the box. And of course, we all know what happened with that. Ex-Arsenal superstar, Alex Iwobi, superstar, yeah, whatever, to be honest, decides to stick an arm out, a little bit of arm out here to see if he can try and save it on his own, thinking he was a fucking goalkeeper or something. And you know what? Resulted in a penalty. It was a good call by the ref. It wasn't tough. You could see Iwobi, sticking his arm out, trying to block this shot. And Martinelli, of course, that shot, to be honest, you never know. I think he was going to go up high. I think he was going to try and get a little bit higher than what the goalkeeper is going to go at. But you know what? You never know what was going to happen then. Ball gets put on the spot. Gabriel runs up. No nonsense. Takes the shot. Gets himself a goal. It's 1-0 fucking Arsenal. And to be perfectly honest, we controlled this game. We really controlled this game. Eddie Nketiah gets himself a fucking goal as well. Again, Eddie Nketiah is making a statement. Now, it might not be to Arsenal, but it's probably to the suitors that are coming around, maybe looking at him and thinking, maybe this is the guy we need off the bench. Maybe this is the guy we should think about signing, because to be perfectly honest, Eddie Nketiah has not signed for Arsenal. So Eddie Nketiah on the score sheet yet again. The goal that I really want to talk about here was the one with Cedric Suarez. Now that was fucking cool, man. That was straight off the training ground. I loved it when I saw that goal. That was wonderful. Corner comes in, straight out to the box. Suarez runs in, takes a shot, gets himself a fucking goal. Well done, Cedric Suarez. Great finish, great fucking play. A great little setup by Arsenal, showing us a little bit of class. But again, I go back to the fact that Everton really didn't offer much in attack. The defense was a bit borderline shambolic, and of course, Arsenal friggin' exposed them for that. We had goals from Gabriel Magalhaes. Yes, good old Gabby gets onto the fucking ball, a sort of a blocked shot that kind of bobbled off in front of him. Yes, gets it onto his boot, knows what he's doing. The other Gabriel decides to put it in the back of the net. Now imagine this. We've got Gabriel Martinelli, on the score sheet, Magalhaes on the score sheet, Gabby, and if we get Gabriel Jesus, it'll just be Gabby, fucking three-peat, bro. So you know what? Gabriel gets himself another fucking goal. He's been doing good this season. He's getting some goals as a centre-back. He's doing half decent in this game. Gabriel wasn't exposed to much. I mean, I know that we got that goal scored against us by Donny van de Beek. I know it was in the, it was 45th minute, whatever. Yes, frailties in the back. Yes, Rob Holding allows the ball to go right across him. Yes, he could have done better. But yes, the game is done and dusted. And yes, there's the things that we're going to have to look at going into the next season. Because to be perfectly honest, that goal should never have happened. But anyway, moving on. It was good to see Martin Odegaard get on the score sheet. I swear. Because I think that was one guy who's had his head down for a while. And Martin Odegaard, opportunity, sort of inside the box, a slight angle, decides to take his shot nice and low, places it in the bottom corner, gets himself a goal, ends up 5-1. Arsenal smash Everton. Arsenal finish off fucking Lampard. And the game is done and dusted. I looked at this game and I know that after the game, the boys are jumping around, celebrating, they've won it, the season's over. And some people have said, they were a bit overzealous in the celebrations. And look, the way I see it is I'm not going to control my boys after a win. I'm not. Celebrating the win, they celebrate the win. The season, as it was, as it has been, as it's gone by, hasn't been the best. We've been up and down, topsy-turvy, but I've said it to everyone here, and if anyone's watched my vids before, I've said it time and time again. This Arsenal team is a top 6 team. Top 6, right? Anything higher than that is overachieving. Now, I'm not saying those are my standards. No. Far from it. My standards are to friggin' constantly fight and fucking try and get and win the Premier League. That's what I want. But what I'm getting is a squad that I look at and say it's top 6. And against Everton, right, it was apples and oranges. Arsenal's quality shone through. Everton did not have really anything going forward. I mean, we did make a couple of mistakes in this game that are still going to need to be ironed out. Aaron Ramsdale mistake, again, bobbling off on the ball, the second half. Rob Holding, again, that goal that was scored against us. Yes, I know the build-up play was half decent, but Rob Holding has to do fucking better than that if he's going to be an Arsenal man. Defensively, we were shaky at the start of the season. We started to kind of hold our own, but I think ever since injuries to Takahiro Tomiyasu and Kieran Tierney, Arsenal's defense has been fucking here, there, and everywhere. And with the slump of form in Ben White, like seriously, Ben White is, again, apples and oranges from what he was. The former artist known as the White Knight is really been, he's been borderline shambolic. This game against Everton, to be honest, guys, 3 points in the bag. Yes, the season is over. Yes, the win really didn't mean too much. A W is a W, but I'd rather be on that side of the demographic. I'd rather be winning than losing, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, we all saw what happened with Man United. Their dismal season continued. Do you get what I'm saying? A loss against Palace. Now, don't get me wrong, even a win wouldn't mean much, but at least it wouldn't be as bad as another L. So, to be honest, I didn't want to see us get another L and have, 3 games in a row? Loss. This is getting fucking borderline pathetic, you know what I mean? And to be honest, these boys really have to start fucking leveling up. They have to level up for next season because, to be honest, this season has been up and down. So Everton, they stick around in the Premier League. Arsenal get themselves a 5-1 victory over Everton, and the boys put in a shift. Every single player out there put in a decent shift. Cedric Suarez didn't do too bad. I think Gabriel McGallis didn't do too bad. Rob Holding was here and there. The midfield pairing, again, not much has changed there. It was good to see Martinelli reintroduced into the squad. I don't know why the hell he was taken out for Emil Smith-Rowe. I do believe Emil Smith-Rowe is a fucking number 10. Plain and simple. He ain't no fucking winger. Stop putting him out in the fucking wing. Seriously, he's not. I don't see Emil Smith-Rowe as a wing. I see Emil Smith-Rowe as a creative midfielder. And yes, if we're going to be using Odegaard, this creates difficulty for Emil Smith-Rowe to break through. But you know what? That's it in the end of the day. You know what I mean? It ain't going to change. That's the way it is. So look, game's gone. 5-1. Arsenal win this game. 3 more points to add to the collection. And season's over, guys. Season's done and dusted. Performance in this game? Yeah, look, I think everybody in this game played fair. I think Gabriel Martinelli, again, a threat and attack. He has come down levels a little bit from what he did from the start of the season, but we're expecting, we're looking at these young players in Gabriel Martinelli, Eddie Nketiah, Bukayo Saka to lift this team up. And to be honest, for a bunch of young players, they've done pretty well. Do you know what I mean? It's been thrown upon their shoulders, and I really don't have many senior players in that squad to look back at for direction. Do you know what I mean? Again, when I keep saying a captain is a big deal, again, a captain with experience and a captain that's been around at Arsenal for a while, very important. And I think that energy pushes off onto these players so that way they can drive and, try to get the result for Arsenal. I think that is one of the dynamics that's missing from Arsenal and was missing this season. With the captaincy being thrown around here and there, from Lacazette to Odegaard to this, that, all of the above, it seemed to be like, like musical fucking chairs with the fucking captaincy. Who's captain next time? You know what I mean? You look at the lineup, you're looking for that. Yeah, who's captain this time? You know what I mean? Oh, it's Mikel Arteta is a captain this time. Fucking hell. But guys, to be honest, game's done and dusted. I can sit here and talk about individual performances, and I will. Look, Aaron Ramsdale in this game didn't really have much to do. 1 or 2 decent saves. Bobbled the ball in the second half, which looked dangerous as fuck. Had to clear it out for a corner. I can give Aaron Ramsdale in this game probably 7. You know what I mean? Cedric Suarez got himself a goal. To be honest, you could probably give him an 8. Gabriel Magalhaes, I'd like to give him a 9. I think he was friggin' immense in this game. I think he played well. Rob Holding in this game, I'd probably give a 6. I think the goal that they scored against us, he has to do better than that. He has to do better than that. He kind of second-guessed himself when the ball was crossing past him. I'm not even going to get into the left-back position. I'm not going there. I'm just not going there. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Can't do it. Midfield pairing, okay? Xhaka wasn't actually too bad in this game. I think the midfielders both deserve 7 each. I really can't complain about either midfield. I think both of them put a shift in. I think 7 apiece when it comes to both our midfield pairings between Xhaka and Mohamed El Neni. Odegaard in this game, yes, he was a busy beaver. Did get himself a goal. He was, I think, with more freedom on the ball, Odegaard is able to shine. I think once the pressure's on him, he kind of falls into his shell. Hopefully, we're going to see better from Odegaard next season. In this game, I'm going to give Odegaard an 8. Martinelli in this game, to be honest, I think I'm going to give Martinelli, I'll probably have to give Martinelli an 8 as well. Eddie Nketiah, I'm going to throw a 7. And Bukayo Saka in this game, I think I'm going to have to give, I'm probably going to give a 7 as well. Our substitutions, to be perfectly honest, I don't know. Pepe looks like he's always trying to get busy. Pepe is always trying to get into business. He's trying to fucking make a name for himself, but I don't think Pepe is going to be around at Arsenal for much longer. And, he has got a goal threat, but without the minutes, there's not much he can do. I'm not even going to rate it. To be honest, Mikel Arteta in this game, not much to do. You've got an Everton team that's not pressing you. You've got an Everton team that's not coming at you. It made the fucking game easy for you. But a win is a win. He didn't change much in the lineup. He didn't do much tactically. It's the same old, same old. So I'm going to give Mikel Arteta a 6 out of 10. Nothing was changed. No change in tactics. You know what I mean? So, yes, it wasn't a loss, but a 6 out of 10, or maybe a 7 out of 10 is all he's going to get from fucking me. Plain and simple. Especially when Gabriel's running over to the fucking sideline, not hugging him, but hugging fucking physios. Fucking hell. It says a lot. I don't know if you guys saw that, but fuck, that says a lot when a fucking player runs across the field, doesn't go to the fucking manager, but goes to the fucking physio. That guy's really got to fucking sort himself, Arteta, because these players are really, they're showing that there's a bit of a divide between them and the manager. Guys, look, I know this is a short one. I know it's a little bit here and now in the Everton game, but the game itself wasn't massive. The game itself didn't have the massive meaning that it needed. And to be honest, we fucking slapped them up. And it wasn't difficult. They made it easy for us. Let's be honest. They sat back and just said, look, come at us, man. Whatever. We don't care. We win, lose, or draw here. We just didn't give a shit. I mean, Lampard's team looked like a fucking joke. An absolute fucking joke. But then again, Lampard himself as a fucking manager, I think he's a joke. I think he's a fucking laugh. I think this guy should just fucking walk away, get himself into into a bottom league, a lower league, and try and build up some of these teams in his experience. Because I think as a manager, he ain't ready for the Premier League. I think his name in his career is getting him into these fucking teams. That's about it. Not his management skills. Plain and simple. But hey, that's just me. You know what I mean? I ain't no Chelsea fan, and I can't stand Frank Lampard anyway. He wore the wrong colours, and I fucking didn't like him. Plain and simple. Fuck him. For everybody that's subscribed to this channel now, I want to say thank you for all your support. This is my first season on YouTube. It has been topsy-turvy. I did take a bit of a break for personal reasons, and I appreciate you guys sticking around. I do my best to try and get out the best content I can when I can. You know what I mean? Out in Australia, we're doing the best we can with the time frame and with life itself. But I appreciate all your comments. I appreciate that you guys have subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, jump on. You know what I mean? This channel is going to build up. I'm going to do the best I can to bring in better content. And to be honest, I really appreciate that most of my subscribers are in the chat with me, are in the comments with me, because to be honest, I love chatting football. So if you got a comment, if you're new to the channel and you want to comment on the content, if you want to comment on the game or the season, throw it at me. I'm always happy to go back and forth. I love football. I love Arsenal Football Club. You know what I mean? So please like, share, and subscribe. And to every one of my subscribers, thank you for supporting this channel yet again, right? This season is over, but I am going to try and bring a little bit more in between. I'm going to try to do a couple of more yarns talking about our season, talking about where we were, what to expect. I'm also going to start doing up maybe a transfer wrap-up. I'm not going to be doing transfers every 10 seconds. I know a lot of channels are doing it every fucking day, every day, but it's the same names, the same shit. I think if I'm going to come in and do the transfers and start talking about them, I'm going to talk about the player, his ability, what he's been able to create maybe in the last 2 years, and what we can expect if we do get him at Arsenal. And I'm only going to be talking about serious players, not these fucking dreamers, you know, we're going to go and get Messi or this and that. But I'm thinking about doing shows in regards to our transfers, and hopefully we do see some transfers coming into Arsenal, because fuck me dead, we need them, guys. We need them. But look, from the Aussie Gooner to everyone out there, to all the subscribers, to everyone that's watched this vid, thank you for your support. The season is over. Right? It's all done and dusted, but there's more to fucking come. And from the Aussie Gooner, everyone out in Australia, from Arsenal, yeah, is fucking Uru, guys. Fucking Uru.